Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Qasim ilmi from Al-Furqan Hakeem Academy, लाहौर पाकिस्तान से मैं बात कर रहा हूँ। स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम नमाज का तरीका सीखेंगे, लेकिन इंग्लिश में होगा, क्योंकि ज़्यादातर जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो फॉलो अप कर रहे हैं मुझे, वो उर्दू नहीं जानते, तो इसलिए इंग्लिश में नमाज का तरीका मैं बताने जा रहा हूँ। इससे पहले कि हम अपने सबक का आगाज़ करें, तो आपसे इल्तमास है कि मेरे इस चैनल अल फुरकान हकीम एकेडमी को प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, और हो सके तो इंस्टाग्राम, ट्विटर, लिंक्डइन, व्हाट्सएप और फेसबुक पर भी लाजमी शेयर कीजिएगा। हो सकता है कि किसी के दिल में उतर जाए मेरी बात। तो आइए सबक का आगाज करते हैं, और आज हम सही तरीका नमाज पढ़ने का आपको बताने जा रहे हैं। तो प्लीज इस वीडियो को मुकम्मल देखिएगा और आगे फॉरवर्ड भी कीजिएगा, शेयर भी कीजिएगा। अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम, बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। Rabbi zidni ilma. Perform Salah correctly. When you begin the Salah, number 1, make niyyah or intention in your heart to the effect that you are offering such and such Salah. It's not necessary to say the words or the niyyah verbally. Number 2 point, raise your hands up to your ear in a way that palm face Qibla and the ends of the thumbs either touch the lobes of the ear or come parallel to them. The rest of the fingers stay straight, pointing upwards. There are some who would tend to turn the direction of their palm towards their ears rather than having them face the Qibla, like this. Look this picture, okay? Next, there are some others who almost cover their ears with their hands. There are still others who would make a faint symbolic gesture without raising their hands fully up to the ears. Some other grip the lobes of their ears with their hands. All these practices are incorrect and contrary to Sunnah. These should be abandoned. Look at this picture image. While raising your hands in the manner stated above, say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, then using the thumb and the little finger of your right hand, make a circle round the rest of your left hand and hold it. You should then separate out the three remaining fingers of your right hand on the neck of your left hand, so that these fingers face the elbow, like this one. Look at this one, okay? Point number 4, placing both hands slightly below the navel, fold them as explained above, okay? Look at this one, okay? When you are standing, point number 1, if you are making your salat alone or leading it as imam, you first recite sana, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa tabaraka ismuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk, then surah al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, ar-Rahmanir Rahim, maliki yawmiddin, إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Okay, then some other surah, Surah Ikhlas, Surah Kawthar. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانيك هو الأبتر. If you are behind an imam, you only recite Sana, Subhanakallahumma, okay? And then stand silent, listening attentively to the recitation of the imam. If the imam's recitation is not loud enough for you to hear, you should be thinking of Surah Al-Fatiha using your heart and mind without moving your tongue. Point number 2. When you are reciting yourself, it's better that you, while reciting Surah Al-Fatiha, stop at every verse and break your breath. Recite the next verse in a single breath. For example, break your breath at Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Then on Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Then on Maliki Yawmiddin. Recite the whole Surah Al-Fatiha in this manner. But there is no harm if during recitation that follows, more than one verse has been recited in a single breath. Point number 3. Don't move any part of your body without the need. And peace, the more, the better. If you have to scratch or do something else like that, use only one hand, and that too under very serious compulsion, using the least time and the effort. Point number 4. Transferring the weight of the body onto one leg and leaving the other weightlessly loose to the limit that it shows a certain bend is against the etiquette of Salat. Abstain from it. Either you transfer your body weight equally on both legs, or if you must channel your body weight on one leg, you have to do it in a way that the other leg shows no bend or curve. Point number 5. If you feel like yawning, try your best to stop it. 6 point. When standing for Salat, keep your eyes looking at the spot where you make your sajda. Abstain from looking to your right and left or front. Okay, the next, when in ruku. When you bend for ruku, watch out for the following. Number 1, bend the upper part of your body up to point where the neck and the back nearly level up. Don't bend any more less than that. Like this. Look at this picture. Okay, this one. Look this one. Point number 2. While in ruku, don't bend the neck to the limit that the chin start touching the chest, nor raise it so high that the neck goes higher than the waist level. Instead, the neck and the waist should be, one level. Point number 3. In ruku, keep feet straight. Don't place them with an outward or inward slant. Place both hands on your knees in a way that fingers of both hands stay open. In other words, there should be space between every two fingers when you thus goes on to hold the right knee with your right hand and left knee with your left hand. Point number 5. In the state of ruku, rests and arms should remain stretched straight. They should not bend, curve, or sag. Point number 6. Stay in ruku at least for a time during which Subhana Rabbiyal Azim could be said 3 times calmly and comfortably. Point number 7. Stay in ruku. The eyes should be looking towards the feet. Point number 8. Body weight should be evenly distributed on both feet, and both knees should be parallel to each other. Returning to the standing position from ruku. Point number 1. While returning from ruku back to the standing position, see that you stand straight, leaving no sag or drop in the body. Okay. Point number 2. In this position as well, eyes should be fixed on the spot where you do your sajda. Look this picture. Look in this picture, okay? This one. Point number 3. There are those who simply make a gesture of rising from the ruku instead of rising fully and standing upright when it's time to do so, and who in that very state, when their body is still bent downwards, go on their sajda. For them it becomes obligatory that they make their salat all over again. Therefore, abstain from it very firmly. Unless you make sure about position, do not go for sajda. When bowing down for sajda, remember the following method when bowing down for sajda. Number 1, bending the knees. First of all, take them towards the prayer floor in a way that the chest doesn't lean forward. When the knees have already been rested on the floor, the chest should then be lowered down. Point number 2. Until such time that the knee have come to rest against the floor, abstain as far as possible from bending or lowering the upper part of the body. These days, negligence in observing this particular rule of etiquette while getting ready to go for sajda has become very common. Many people would lower down their chest right from the start and go on to do their sajda. But the correct method is what has been stated in number 1 and number 2 above. Unless it be for a valid reason, this method should not be bypassed. Point number 3. After having rested your knees on the floor, place your hands first, then the tip of the nose, then the forehead. Sajda. Point number 1. While in sajda, keep your head in between your 2 hands in a way the ends of the 2 thumbs come parallel to the ear lobes. Look at this one. Okay? This one. Point number 2. In sajda, fingers on both hands should remain close together, that is, the fingers should adjacent to each other, leaving no space in between them, like this one. Okay, this one. Point number 3. The direction of the fingers should be towards the Qibla. No, point number 4. The elbows should stay raised off the floor. It is not correct to rest the elbows on the floor. Point number 5. Both arms should stay apart from armpits and sides. Never keep them tucked in. Don't at the same time poke your elbows out to your right and left, causing discomfort to those making sajda next to you. Point number 7. The thighs should not come in contact with the stomach wall. The stomach and the thigh should stay apart. During the entire sajda, the nose tip should continue to rest on the floor. Point number 9. Both feet should be placed upright on the floor with heels showing on top and all fingers turned flat on the floor in the direction of the Qibla. Those who cannot turn all their fingers because of the physical formation of their feet, they will still do well to turn them as much as they can. It is not correct to place the fingers vertically on the floor just for no valid reason. And the point number 10. Be careful that your feet do not lift off the floor during sajda. Some people would do their sajda while none of the fingers on their feet come to rest on the floor even for a moment. This way, the obligation on the sajda is not liquidated or at all, and as a result, the salat too becomes invalid. Be very particular in abstaining from this error. Point number 11. In the state of sajda, the least time you can give yourself should be sufficient enough to say Subhana Rabbiyal A'la 3 times, calmly and comfortably, raising the forehead immediately after having rested it on the floor is prohibited. In between the 2 sajdas, number 1, rising from the first sajda, sit up straight on the arms calmly and comfortably, then go for the second sajda. Look in this image. Doing the second sajda after rising the head just a little bit and without becoming straight is a sin. If one does it like that, it becomes obligatory that the salat be made all over again. Point number 2. Spread out the left foot like the blade of a hockey stick and sit on it. Let the right foot stand vertically with the fingers turned towards the Qibla. Some people let both feet remain in upright position and sit on the heels. This method is not correct. Okay, the point number 3. While sitting, both hands should be placed on the thighs, but fingers should not taper down onto the knees. Instead, the far ends of the fingertips should reach only as far as the beginning edge of the knee. Point number 4. While sitting, let your eyes be on the lap. Sit for a time during which Subhanallah could be said at least once. And if you can sit for a time during which could, okay, Allahumma gfirli warhamni wahdini wa'afini warzuqni, be recited, it is better. But reciting this during first obligatory salat is not necessary. It is better to do so in nafl salah. The second sajda and rising from it. Go on to do your second sajda in the same manner by first placing both hands on the floor, then the nose tip, then the forehead. Second point, the complete form of sajda should be the same as mentioned in connection with the first sajda. Point number 3, when rising from sajda, first raise the forehead off the floor, then the nose tip, then the hand, and then the knees. Point number 4, while rising it's better not to lean for support of the floor. However, should it be difficult to get up from the floor because of body weight, sickness of old age, making use of the floor for support is also permissible. After you have risen back to your standing position, recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim before Surah Al-Fatiha in the beginning of each rak'ah. Okay. In qaida, the method of sitting in qaida shall be the same as mentioned in connection with the method of sitting between sajda. Point number 2, when you reach Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah, while reciting rise at-tahiyyatu, the shahada finger, the forefinger or the index finger with a pointing motion and let it fall back. Point number 3, like this one. Look at this picture. The method of making a pointing motion is that you make a circle by joining your middle finger and the thumb, close the little finger, and the ring finger, the one next to it. Then raise the shahada finger in a way that is tapered towards in the qibla. It should not be raised up straight in the direction of the sky. Point number 4. However, lower the shahada finger while saying illallahu, but retain right through the end the initial formation of the rest of the fingers. You already had when making the pointing motion, when turning for salam. Point number 1. When turning for salam on both sides, you should turn your neck just enough that your cheeks become visible to the person sitting behind you. When turning from salam, eyes should be towards the shoulders. Point number 3. When turning your neck to the right to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, make an intention that you are offering your salam, greeting to all human beings and angels on your right. Similarly, while turning for salam to the left, have the intention of offering your salam, greeting to all human beings and angels present on your left. First, right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Then left. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. The method of dua. Number 1. The method of dua is that both hands be raised high enough so that they come in front of the chest. Let there be some space between the two hands. Don't bring the hands close together, nor keep them for a heart. Point number 2, when making dua, keep the inner side of the hands turned towards your face like this. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please keep remember in your prayer and please share this video. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.